So here I am back again. Back again. I wasn't planning to go live. Not again, but this felt important. This felt important, you guys. It really did, okay? I've been sitting with the snow moon energy, and I realized that there's one thing I didn't say clearly enough. This full moon wasn't about action. It's not about action. It's about ownership. Okay, this is happening on February 1st. It is the Leo snow moon. It is about ownership. It is about grabbing your authority, your leadership. It is about ownership. So, a lot of people think that astrology tells you what will happen. A lot of people use astrology to predict what will happen. But this full moon was asking something much more confronting. Where are you still waiting for permission? So, as you might know, Leo rules the heart. Leo rules the ego, like that leadership drive. It rules self authority. Like Leos don't ask to lead. They don't ask to be king or ask to be queen. They take it. They grab that authority. Leos are leaders, not followers. Also, Saturn is at 0 degrees of Aries, which is self responsibility. So we've got Leo, which is self authority, and then we've got Saturn at 0 degrees Aries, which is self responsibility. And why this pressure doesn't mean punishment, because there is pressure here. Okay, I'll tell you for myself. I mentioned earlier about my grand trine or grand square. I've got this grand square that's going to happen. And that's a lot of pressure, but it doesn't mean that it's punishment. Whatever comes out of it, it's meant to happen because it's meant to happen. It's a lesson I'm supposed to learn in some way. Also, there's confusion that can often mean reorientation, but it doesn't mean failure. Whatever I need to reorient my life around in order to get through this pressure, I will do, and that does not equal failure. So if you felt emotional, tender, or unsure, that's not weakness, that's recalibration. We're recalibrating. I mean, that Saturn at 0 degrees of Aries is a complete recalibration. We're completely restarting from ground zero. And I, this is a moment, okay? This is a moment for all of us. I want to say this gently. Um, if you've been feeling like you're at a threshold, like you hit your limit, like you can't go any further, or that you feel blocked, or that you just can't go on. Something is ending, but it hasn't been fully released, or you don't want another generalized reading. Okay, you're just tired of that, right? So then don't force clarity. And that's exactly why I created the Soul Cycle Orientation Guide. It's free. I'll put a link somewhere so you can get it. It's free. It helps you to understand where you are, not what you should do. And I'm going to add some more to that. So if you want to wait, like, you know, you can sign up anytime. I'll make sure you get whatever I'm going to add to it, because I'm going to add some more to this guide and to the offer. But I'm also, there is a 15-minute alignments session that's available as well. And that is more for someone who is, when they feel that it's urgent. You might be going through something urgent. I mean, maybe you might need to talk to someone because you feel that you're in this cycle. You might be dealing with, say, a narcissist. I've got a story to tell you about what I've been through. You might be dealing with a family crisis, a marriage crisis. I'm not sure everyone, has their moments because the planets travel around the different houses and create different experiences. But whatever you're going through, you might need to sit down with someone like myself quickly to do this 15-minute alignment. I'm also a healer. So this is about alignment. This is about getting you back from that feeling of desperation or urgency to feeling like, okay, that's what it is. Okay, I got this. Also, there's a 90-minute blueprint, and that's for when a chapter is clearly closing. You may be in a situation where you really want to look at something bigger that is happening in your life, and we can do that. It's 90 minutes because sometimes 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour is not enough, especially when you're dealing with a major life chapter, a major life cycle closing, or something like that. These aren't for everyone. They're for people who are ready to listen to themselves. So I'll say this quietly because this was something I wanted to mention, and I really didn't. But some of you aren't just navigating a moment, you're being trained. If Saturn has been loud in your life, stay close. Saturn's school will be shared when the timing is right. And you're not late. You're not broken. And you don't need to rush. Choose alignment, not urgency. I'll put the links below, and I'll see you when it's time.